I'm going to tell you something. Casey Ann, from the first time that I saw her face on May 28th or May 11th at 11:28 in the morning, when she cries, I still see that same look on her face, the same baby face. And when she smiles, I still see that same smile that I saw 24 years ago. She has been nothing but an inspiration to me. We have been very close throughout the years. I've always tried to show Casey by example, even though I'm sure I failed. I've tried to always let her know that for every action, there's a reaction. And even if you choose not to act, that still is an action in itself. I've tried to let her know that mistakes are made to be made, because without mistakes, we do not learn. I've tried to let her know that no matter the mistakes that she does make, that I will always support her. I will let her make those mistakes. Because like I said, without mistakes, we don't learn. We're only as high as we are low. Through life, we go through many mountains and valleys. And believe me, Casey and I have been through them. I just know that she is with a very good man. Michael is a very good man. I think a lot of him. I think they have so much in common. And what's most important is they give each other freedom. Because I'm going to tell you something. If you don't have space between the logs in a fire, it won't burn. It'll smother out. You must have space between the logs on a fire. You must know how to stack that fire. If you put too much of anything on it, it's going to fizzle out. It's going to smother itself. Love is like a seed. It needs water. It needs sunshine. It needs things like that to root. So you need to water it, but yet you need to let it get warmth and sunshine too, which are two opposites. So you can't expect to get fruit from a plant that doesn't have water and doesn't have dryness. Two opposites. It's just like a paradigm. It's a paradox. So I just want to tell Casey and Michael to keep space, to let the fire grow with oxygen, to saturate the seed with water, but yet let it dry out as well. And I know they're going to do great. And I love you, Casey Ann. I love you, Michael. I have not lost a daughter by any means. I've just gained a great young man.
Michael's an awesome son. I'm so happy for him and Casey. I love you, Michael and Casey. I wish you guys the best.
Well, she was sporty, well liked. She was fun. She was a good kid. She was a fun kid. Very loving and forgiving. I have other kids that they might be mad at me for a few days. Casey, she could be mad at me, but she still calls me the next day, so she's like that. Her older years, I questioned a lot of her judgments, but then Michael came along and man, we knew instantly. He was respectful before they weren't respectful. He came from good family before maybe they weren't such good family. He had a job. And you could he's balanced. He's very well balanced. I love him. He's a 10. And she's a 10. So they're perfect. Because I think they're both, they're only 24. They were 22 when they got together. They're not big partiers. She's not, he's not. They'll go to a bar, they have drinks, but they don't care to stay out late or act crazy. and their fitness, that is a big thing. It's a time-consuming thing for them. And so I think if one did it and the other didn't, there would be some conflict, because even I can say, Casey, let's do this. I got to go to the gym first, and it kind of drives me crazy. But for those two, they understand that language. I don't. So Casey and Michael, I knew this day would be beautiful. It might have been hot. It might have been rainy. But I knew it was going to be beautiful because I knew that you two loved each other, really loved each other. I know that you're going to stay together. So it just made that much more meaningful to me. And I love you both, and congratulations. Now work on them grandbabies.
Casey Ann, she wears me out by exercising, running, but she's always been my sweetheart. She's all right, and she's got a good husband, and I'm proud of her. Because she is a sweetheart. She just never causes any problems. And she loves me, and I love her. Congratulations in store for the best couple I know. Good-looking couple, and very much in love, and I hope they have a nice honeymoon. They had a nice crowd today, and the decorations were nice. My mother did most of it. So I think everything today went pretty well.
Michael is a great guy. He's a very family-oriented person. He loves kids, loves outdoors things. He loves animals. He's just a genuine guy. Well, we went to high school together. We never really talked in high school, though. He was always the guy that sat in the front of the classroom and ate an orange every day, the health freak. But then we were Facebook friends, apparently, and he saw that I worked out a lot, and he was a personal trainer, and so he wanted to train me, he thought. And so we kind of just started messaging each other, and it went from there. Like, I was used to the bad boys, so he was a good guy, and he made me see that good guys, I guess, do exist. And, you know, he just treated me with respect. He wanted to be around me, my family. He really fit in. My family, I think, loves him more than me sometimes. But I can't say it enough how just genuine of a person he really is. Just cool. A good person to be around. Probably our engagement, to be honest. We were going to see the Plaza Lights because I had never been, and I had just finished a rough semester at school. And so we were going there, and we were getting our picture taken, and he proposed at that time. And then, again, being the family-oriented person he is, and knowing that I am too, he actually had our family all waiting at the hotel that we were staying at when we got back there to help us celebrate that night. And we went on a carriage ride and everything else that night. So that was probably the best date that there was. I think that's what makes it so easy. I have absolutely no doubts in my mind. He is a hard worker. He's home when you need him there. He's with kids again. He loves kids. He wants a family. He used to raise animals, so I think that kind of like goes in with the family mixture with that. He'll always be there through ups and downs, and the main thing is we work out together, and so I think a couple that works out together is bound to stay together. Well, if I can say it without crying, I appreciate you in every way, and thank you for saving me, and I love you.
She's a very sweet girl. She is carefree. She's laid back. She's the perfect girl for my brother. Michael is a gentleman. He will take great care of Casey, and I'm trying to think here. They just complement one another very well. I was super excited. Blessed to have a sister. Casey's just a great girl, and he's a great guy, and I know that be great together. He planned a big proposal in Kansas City. The whole family was there. We got to witness it. It was great. Actually, we didn't witness it. We were there after the fact. He had someone take pictures at the fountain. So he proposed to her at the fountain in Crown Center, and then he planned for the whole family to be there. And we were up standing on the balcony as they came in. Casey had no idea we were there. And then we all celebrated that evening with dinner. I know that they're going to be great together, and I love them very much, and I wish them the best.
I met her in the 3rd grade when I went to Elmont Elementary with her. We met there because we hated all the rest of the girls, and we hung out with guys and we played sports together. Well, right now she's into a whole bunch of fitness, but growing up we played a lot of basketball together, and we kicked a lot of butt together on teams, you know. Just growing up in our house, which is actually down the street from here actually, we played in the pool, we skinny dipped, we drank way too much than we were supposed to, and we had a blast playing sports together and growing up, and I'm really glad I get to be here with you on your special day, Casey. And you look beautiful, and don't be nervous. Because they're both very hardworking, determined, loving people, and I feel like they go very well together. I didn't know Michael really in high school, but now that I get to know him, I can imagine her being with anyone else. I don't know, it's a scary thought to think. I'm trying to just get through today, actually. Yeah, we've been planning getting married for so long, since we're in 3rd grade, and now it's here, and we're like, wait, what happened? We blinked. Oh, just congratulations, you know, cherish these moments, you know, and try to enjoy some time before you have kids. That's all I gotta say. But I'm happy for both of you, and congratulations.
Okay, I think most people know who I am. I'm Michael's dad, and Mike's a pretty good kid, and I think he's made a good choice. Casey's fantastic. My wife and I, Rhonda, we both love her, and we told Mike, hey, if you don't go through with this, we're still keeping Casey, so you don't have to worry about that. So you're going to have to go through with it in order for you guys to be together with us. Otherwise, Casey's staying with us. And I think Mike's got a good head on his shoulders. He's done really good. He's made a good choice. They both have made good choices. And I think they're going to have a good life together. For what we can see in a little bit of time that we've known Casey with Michael, everything seems to be like a fantasy. It's fantastic. And we're looking forward to having families together. Looking forward to having little ones with them and having grandkids. And my wife is extremely excited about it. And I think everything's going to be about as best as it can get. And I tried raising Michael the way I can, the way my dad raised me, which to me seemed like it was in the right move. And I think I've done good with Michael. He seems like he steps along with a lot of things I do and makes me feel really good. And he's just an overall good kid that I'm really proud of. And him and I are really close. And I started a new job, same place he does, so now we're working together. It's pretty awesome. I did the same thing with my dad, and now Mike and I is doing it. And I thought that was really pretty neat. So everything through the family is working out really good, and I couldn't be any happier. And that's about what I got to say.
I met Casey through her brother Austin. Me and Austin worked together, and then just through hanging out, I met Casey. Then similarly, I met Michael. So I've known Casey, probably close to 10 years, and Michael probably the last 2 or 3 years. They asked me to perform their wedding, which is really cool for me, because the first wedding I ever did was Austin and his wife Melissa's, and then now that his little sister's getting married, they asked me to do their wedding. So it's a great honor for me. It's really special to me, and getting to know these two kids over the last couple of years and watching them grow together, it's really been a special thing. They're two of the best people you ever meet. There's been times we've had like barbecues over at Austin and Melissa's, and Michael and Casey are there, and we'll play. I remember getting to some heated games of washers with them, but it's hard to scrounge those two up. They're typically in a gym somewhere or working out, spending time together. They're very dedicated to each other. They're very dedicated to their dreams, and their healthy lifestyle. So, but other than that, I remember some barbecues over at Austin's where we had a good time throwing some washers and whatnot. Just kind of what I said before is just getting to know you two guys a little closer now over the last few months leading up to your wedding. I think you guys are a perfect match. I wish you nothing but the best. And if you put a fraction of the ounce that you put into working out or whatever into your marriage, you guys are gonna go forever. I love you guys to death, and you're wonderful people. So I wish you the best.
It was a lot of fun growing up with Casey. She was more of like a best friend than a little sister. We had a lot of fun together, running around the neighborhood and causing trouble, I guess. I hope that they just make all their dreams come true together and have a long-lasting relationship and never fall out of love.
Me and Casey went to high school together. We never really talked much in high school or nothing, but a couple years ago, added her as a friend on Facebook. Sounds kind of weird, but that's how it kind of went down, seeing that she worked out a lot. Thought I'd get a good workout partner. Asked where she worked out at, told her I was a personal trainer, and just went from there. After that, I went to her apartment. We watched football, had dinner. That went on about 3 nights, and then the 4th night, had a couple drinks, and she told me I could stay if I wanted to, and I ended up staying, and as she puts it, I never left. We like to do mountain biking. We go to the Governor's Trail. We'll just go around the block, do a bunch of things on bike. We do some running, a lot of outdoor activities, all has to do with exercise. So I could be myself around her all the time. She is awesome to be around, very funny. Don't care what other people think, just be yourself. Doesn't make you change to be somebody else. And I just knew right away that she was the one. Something just clicked, and ended up going to Kansas City one night and proposed to her down in Kansas City. And our parents were down there, and she didn't know it until we got back to the hotel. I had it all arranged to where all of our parents were down there when we got back. Well, I'm very looking forward to starting this new life with you, Casey. Starting a family here soon, probably. Just ready for the new adventure. Can't wait, can't believe it's already here. Been waiting forever for this, and it seems like it happened yesterday.